Welcome back to the channel, everybody. Let's dive into this little review. As you can see, we have the Taurus G3c, not to be confused with its bigger brother, the G3, or with the G2c. As most of you probably already know, the G2c has been the highest selling pistol in America for the last couple of years, and for good reason. It gives you a nice quality gun at a budget price. And Taurus, what they've basically done is thrown a little gasoline on the fire. If the G2c wasn't popular enough, you can't find them on the shelves right now in a lot of places, they've introduced this little hybrid between the G3 and the G2c. They've gave you all those features you liked in the G2 with those upgrades of the G3. And as you can see, it is the G3c. In case you thought I was misleading you, it is a 9mm. We'll go over a couple of those features. They did give it a Tenifer matte black slide, if you can see that. Front cocking serrations, of course. It does have in the internal controls, they did give it a Teflon coating. That's another nice little touch. You get a lot for your money in this pistol. Obviously it has the polymer frame. It does have a rail. You can put your light or laser, whatever you want on there. As you can see, the texturing is very similar to that Smith & Wesson M&P 2.0 texturing. Very grippy. Covers a lot of area. You're not going to have any problem getting a good grip on this pistol. The trigger, it's got a very nice trigger. It's got that G3 trigger. It's much better, I think, than the one on the G2. It's got a lot of take up. You find a pretty good defined wall right here. Little over travel. Nice crisp break. Very nice reset, if I can capture this for you. Very nice. And the slide is very easy to rack. I think it's going to come in handy for a lot of people who have the old arthritis or maybe not the best of grip strength. It does have the Glock style safety blade, or dingus as it's lovingly called by a lot of people. You can see it is a little serrated right there. A lot of good features on it. It comes with 3 12-round magazines, or 10 round if you live in a lesser than free state. They do have the nice yellow bright followers. And with those sights, you have that serrated rear sight, which is driftable with the fixed front sight with a little white dot. But you can add aftermarket sights to it, which I just happen to have a pair that will probably go on here a little bit later tonight. Taurus labels this a single action with restrike capability. So, very unusual. Well, not totally unusual, but not very common in a striker fired pistol. It does have the manual thumb safety. It is easy to manipulate. Has a loaded chamber indicator if you like that kind of thing. You can use the G3 larger capacity magazines. They are compatible with this. The mag catch ejects these very nicely. The slide is alloy steel. It has a 3.2-inch barrel. I did try this out with different ammunition. I did run my HST 147 grain hollow points out of this to make sure they fired, and it worked flawlessly. It's about just under 1 1/4 inch in width. And about 22 ounces in dry weight. So a lot of good features. It does shoot very accurately. I enjoyed the experience. I think this is going to be very popular. And about this slide, I've had other people ask me in the past some similar Taurus barrels. You say this is a brand new gun and it seems to have a little worn barrel. And looking in store, some of them almost look rusted, but it's not. It's just with the oil from the factory, and they do test these slides. They test the action, I mean, hundreds of times, and it just shows a little wear. It's perfectly fine, in case you were wondering about that. But thanks for tuning in, and until next time, shoot well and often.